Hello again, my friends. Today I'll show you my latest project, which I've been modeling and developing on SketchUp for a couple of months. It's a lathe made completely with birch plywood. As you can see, I've also attached a disc sander on the left side to take advantage of the motor's rotation. This is the disc sander stand, which can be tilted up to 45 degrees, which will definitely come in handy sometimes. As always, I've tried to develop a design that would be economic and simple to build. Let's take a look at how to make it. We cut all the pieces according to the cutting list. We apply glue on these three pieces that will function as base for the lathe. First, I place a couple of screws so that the pieces won't move when fastening them due to the viscosity of the glue. We then finish assembling all the system that will serve as base for the lathe. Now I'll attach these two pieces with glue to achieve greater thickness. This is the part where I'll insert the bearings that will serve as rotation axis. Once dry, we create a place for the bearings with an adjustable bit. I will drill the hole at low revolutions per minute, advancing slowly to avoid burning the wood and the bit. I make a rebate for the on and off switches, and I finish machining and assembling the rest of the pieces. Now I'll screw the set to the base. Having done that, I apply a couple of coats of varnish now that it's easy, and while it's drying, I'll cut the 6 pulleys, 3 for the motor and 3 for the lathe. These are the motor pulleys. I've drilled holes in them with the exact diameter of the motor shaft. As you can see in the video, the shaft has a slanted part that sticks out that will prevent the pulleys from moving backwards, and at the same time will provide traction. After machining the pulleys, we insert them in the shaft, being careful not to hit them too hard to avoid damaging the motor. I'll place this screw on the front. Now I will prepare the base for the motor and screw it in its place. Now it's time to lathe the pulleys. I will start with the widest one. Now I will lathe the groove for the belt. I'll try it little by little to adjust it correctly. We put the bearings in place and attach the threaded rod. I place the lathe pulleys and glue them together. Before we move on, I insert the belt. I place all the nuts and washers, check the measurements, and now I can fasten and screw everything in place. Now I'll machine the lathe pulleys, attaching them to the motor, and I'll take the chance to see if everything is working correctly. These pulleys must be of the same diameter as their motor counterparts, so that we can change between them without having to move the motor. Using an angle grinder, I sharpen the threaded rod and cut this piece that I will use for the lathe's tailstock. I do the same again on this end. And that's all for today. I'll upload the next part as soon as possible. I hope you liked it, and see you next time.